Okay, this is going to be the first video of the Battle of Austerlitz. Now, this is an online game from Wargame Design Studio, and it's of the battle. It's not the campaign, it's the battle. And I am going to play the French, and the game's artificial intelligence is going to play the Russians and I believe Austrians. So here's the battle map, and the turn is December 2nd, 1805, 7 a.m. This is turn 1 out of 66 turns. French defensive fire phase. Visibility is 2 hexes. Everything is normal except for visibility. The movement cost is normal, artillery effectiveness is normal, and musketry is normal. So, I know not that much about the battle, except that Napoleon set a trap for the Prussians and Russians by retreating off the Pratzen Heights. They weakened their center, occupied the heights. He counterattacked, reoccupied the heights, and then split their army in half and drove them off. Now there's a lot of scenarios in this game, and one of them was, what if Napoleon didn't retreat off the heights? Which I thought, oh, that's interesting. I'd like to see that played out. So that's the one I'm doing here. With the game, there's a lot of scenarios. There must be, I don't know, 40 of them. And so I picked that one. And I'm not that familiar with a lot of the minutia of the battle, so I have no idea how much of the enemy army was already deployed on the battlefield. Now in this game, we're using fog of war, which means both sides can only see what their units see. So if something isn't in view of their units, you won't see it. So the visibility is only 2 hexes. Now remember, a big thing for the battle was nobody could see anything, so nobody knew what was happening for a while. And Napoleon, I think, reorganized his troops effectively, so when the sun did come up, he was ready, or when the visibility improved, he was ready to attack. But I really don't know any of the deployments of the Allies. So they could all be 3 hexes away from me for all I know. So anyway, obviously, looking over the terrain, I want to occupy the high ground, and I want to be in position to repel an attack more than I want to counterattack until I see what's what. So now the left side of these counters are color coded. You can probably see them, and they allow you to keep a division intact and easily see what units belong with what divisions. So this is the way this French army is spread out. You just check to make sure these are all French troops, and they are. So I can't see any Austrians at all. So the first phase is French defensive fire. I've got nothing to fire at, so we'll go to the next phase, Allied offensive. I guess they can't see me either. Now technically, if I was on high ground and they were on low ground, they might be able to see me. But I guess not. So Allied melee, French movement. Okay, this is where I move. So let's go to the top here. I take it this is all impassable ground. There's not even a road through it, so that kind of secures the northern flank. I don't have to worry about anybody coming through there. So let's see, it looks like this area here is higher than anything else. Let's see where it is in relation to Pratzen Heights. Right there, so it's slightly in front of it. But this is like a good hill here. And there's nothing really better. And back here, it controls this road as well as this road coming through Krug, which inclines me to set up there. So let's see, we've got a cavalry division here. Let me do a close-up here. So this is all one infantry division. Here's the artillery for it, 2 batteries set up. Wow, is this all one division? It's pretty oh, these are some cavalry. Their cavalry is weak. I thought it was stronger. It's only like 50 men. This on the side of this map, you can see the unit profiles. So it gives you a lot of information on the units, and it identifies the leaders here. Tells you like this guy was the 1st Dragoons, and if I right click, it's he's in the 2nd Dragoon Division. He's reserve cavalry, and he's 100% strength, B morale, 21 movement points, 0 fatigue points. As the game goes on and certain things happen, your fatigue goes up, and he's a dragoon and he's mounted. Typically each division, or was it, I can't remember now, was it the Corps had a infantry division? So this is part of it. Now I hate these leaders. They don't play a big part in the game unless you're trying to rally somebody. So I'm going to stack these all up somewhere in the background because it obscures you seeing clearly what units you've got. So I don't like to have them around that much. Sometimes you need them. And then I can bring them forward if they need to rally something. But normally I just put them somewhere in back of the division. See how many of these I can get back there, and then I can see what I have. And then it seems like there's as many leaders as there are combat units. They kind of overdo it in the game. I guess that might be a good thing in some instances, but it's just way too many. I think they should have just gone down to division level, not go down to brigade level. But who am I to say? The purist in this game would probably say, oh, that's a lot of garbage. But it's just too damn many of them. You can see, look at here. There's 3 combat units and 2 leaders. It's like more chiefs than Indians. So I always like to just get them out of the way to start with. Stack them up in one hex. If someone wants to capture them, go ahead. Jesus, aren't every single hex. Look at them, they're everywhere. Took me a half hour to clear them out. I'm always happier once I do. Here's 2 of them. 3 combat units and 2 leaders. Okay, let's get rid of them here. Every once in a while when I have to rally someone, then I can go in this stack and find them. One more here. Okay, they're pretty much in one place. Now let's see. We've got the real high ground here. Got this road coming through in the north. Oh, nuts. But this is bad news. I don't know exactly how much this stuff costs to move through. I guess I'll find out. But I know that isn't good. It looks like swamp or something. Oh, it's forest. Okay. Can't move cavalry through there because it'll disorder. You can't move infantry battalions in line through there because it'll disorder. I'm sure of that. So that kind of divides the battlefield between, or this position between what faces east here and what faces north, in order to, maybe I can put, well, I guess I can put my cavalry up there. Because it can stay hidden unless someone moves up this road. And this is good open ground here, so it can remain hidden and then come over the top here and charge down here. So that's what I'll do. See how much cavalry I've got here. Holy moly. Well, these are a lot of units, but they're pretty weak. So we've got 6 stacks plus horse artillery. Now the great thing about horse artillery is if you've got a foot battery like this, if you move it, you can't fire it. If you fire it, I don't know if you could. No, you can't move it because your move is before your combat fire. So you can either move or fire it, but with the horse artillery you can do both. So they make it really nice. There's only 1 horse battery, but I guess we'll have to settle for that. So okay, I'm going to move the cavalry up here, put it behind, on the low ground behind this ridge, and then I'm going to occupy this hill, which is 12 high. Now I don't know. I've got 3 batteries here. Well, let's start occupying this hill and we'll see. Everybody's in column. Boy, these are big guys. 685, 808, 807. Those were the days. 572. Battalions got a lot smaller at the time of Waterloo. So 685. Let's see what can stack with this artillery. If these battalions get too big, they can't stack with the artillery. That one's good. So that's 572. This is 576. Good. I always like to have a battalion stack with the artillery, because otherwise it's real easy for them to be charged. What? These guys are all cavalry? Holy moly. 527. He should be able to stack. Wow, he's out of movement. Oh, to cross that ridge costs 6. Holy moly, that's a lot. Let's see, to go in the open, how much does it cost? 4. Jesus, it's expensive to go around this battlefield. You can see things are not going to move too fast. Well, we're not going to be able to occupy the whole hill here, that's for sure. Okay, I've got this cavalry here. These guys, okay. I don't want to send all these guys up here. I think just these 6 stacks. I'll hide behind the ridge. Okay, let's occupy this area. Put a supply unit here. Put one behind the artillery. And we'll bring this one down here. Oh. Okay. I'm not going to take the road movement. I don't think it'll make that much of a difference. I think I have some time. Let's hope so. These guys really don't move very far. I don't know if I need 3 of these guys up here. Oh, maybe. I think I'll put the horse artillery like right up there. I don't need these guys for scouting. How big are they? Jesus, these guys are so tiny. 68 men each? Jesus. Who the heck can they charge? I'll kind of hide them up here. That's another leader. Put him up there. There's 2 leaders. Milhaud, I remember him. Yeah, maybe I'll move this guy over there. These guys will just amount to 2 stacks. Okay. bring this supply unit up. Oh, same thing here. 1 unit, 2 leaders. You figure that out. Okay. 587. Boy, these battalions are impressive. Okay, we'll put the 587 here. I think I can stack that horse battery here, unless these guys. All they have is 1 battery, it looks like. Okay. So that, yeah, won't make it. Well, maybe down there. Oh, let's see if this guy can stack with him. Good, he can. Send the supply unit up. Three leaders, 1 combat unit. Okay. Let's grab the combat unit. Push him up there. Okay, I guess he's okay for the moment. Boy, got a lot of cavalry here. This ground down here really stinks for cavalry. Jesus. And that's what we have down here. Where the hell's the infantry? This little division. We need infantry to hold this, not cavalry. Damn. What is this cavalry doing here? It's not even high ground, it's low ground. Well, we've got to get out of there. This area, I have a feeling you'll get disordered. So we're going to leave from up this way. Now, I've got another big cavalry division here, so I think I'm good for cavalry up there. Let's go down to Wispratzen Heights. Where is you? There it is. Oh, looks like a lot of open area. Let's go down there. Got to find something to fill this gap here, though. We'll get the H out of here. Blasowitz. Well, I'm not sure whether that's going to be a main target or not. I don't know if I'd make that a target if I was the enemy, but it's got good roads going west, north, and south, so I can't exactly ignore it, and I don't want to put cavalry up there. So what else do we have around here? Jeez, if we have more cavalry. Okay, here's some infantry. Here's some infantry. I think this open area is going to be held by cavalry. We've got Pratzen Heights. Okay, looks like we have a goodly supply of infantry there. Now, this looks like nasty territory down here. Okay. Reichsmundorf. This looks like a good defensive position here. You've got, this is like what, mountains? Oh, it's marsh. Ugh, that's nasty stuff. So you've got a very small area you can cross here, and you've got a stream, which I'm sure is going to disorder cavalry. And I'm thinking in most games, artillery can't cross but at a bridge. So this is a real good choke point. But the rest of this area is lowland. You've got this road leading to the rear. Ah, damn. The high ground is way back here. It's too far back. Well, there's some high ground right there, but this village will kill the line of sight. You can go up into this village, but that's kind of a dead end because look at all these ridges. It'd take you forever to pass through there, and then the road zooms away. So I don't have to really guard this road going north. I just have to guard this road going west. So I guess I can set up on this ridge. Well, Jesus, I hate to do that. It's right in front of that stupid village. Let's see where this road goes. Nuts. Looks like we can't give up that one too easily. That flag means it's a French objective. But why is it? Doesn't really go anywhere. It goes down to the boondocks there. Of course, it allows you to. Oh, look, what's this? Whoa. Okay, that's a big division. Let's change the scale of this so I can get a better view of it. Well, this division, I think right there, can cover some of that open ground. Maybe north of Pratzen Heights. This cavalry division is a complete waste here. This is clear? I guess it isn't then. Oh, that's interesting. See, it tells you, when you click on the hex, this box up here tells you it's marsh, the elevation. It tells you line infantry and cavalry will fall into disorder if they cross into this hex. But this one is clear. That's Why do they do that? Make a clear hex clear. Don't have different like looking terrain on it. So this is all clear here. Yeah, okay, that's why the cavalry's here. Okay. Well, okay, this division is part of this. Well, I'm just going to leave this cavalry and this division here to defend this crossing. And occupy Reichsmannsdorf. And I'll put the cavalry up here on the ridge to charge anything that gets through. Augsted, Reichsmannsdorf, and this crossing this division will handle. These guys will get up on this number 5 high ground here, which is 210 feet. And they'll cover this area in here. Yeah, this is clear too. See, it's 2 different colors and it's clear. I mean, why do they do that? Okay. So I think we'll put these 2 foot batteries down here in this little stream. And I'll have to think where I want to put the horse artillery. Okay. Okay, anyway, these turns are going to go for an hour, and then I'll stop, and the next day we'll continue. Let me see how much time. There's a clock here which overlays. It doesn't overlay, it underlays the map, so I have to pull the map down and look at the clock. It says 32 minutes. Okay. So we got to about 2:35. I want to try to keep all these to an hour. All right, now that I know what I'm going to do. See, that's where these flags sometimes are a real pain. They cover up a hex, so you can't see through them, but I guess I can always see on the left what's underneath. Okay, first of all, let me gather these leaders together as usual. I'll put them all in one hex somewhere out of the way here. Look at them. It's just, this is like the government. You got all these people in charge and hardly anybody doing the work. It's just the grift. Now, 793, 794, 587, 766, 754. Ah, these are all big. Well, I want 766, 635, okay. Another leader. Okay, I think the artillery will stack with him. So we'll put him at the crossroads. 753. $766. I think those 3 will do it. And then I'll need a flanking unit because although most of the stuff can disorder, he could still march a column or try to march a column around the flank. In fact, let's see how much. I probably can't even go in there because I don't have enough movement. No. No. Okay. That's fine. Now, unlimbered. That's a poor place for the artillery. Well, it's on a little higher ground, but I mean, look, you got the village in the way, so it can't fire off to the left at all. It can only fire here, but if he breaks through here, you can't do anything. Oh, it's only 2 guns. This is 6. Oh, that's pathetic. 2 guns aren't going to do much. Okay, we'll limber them up. Put them on the road here. Oh, they can't go very far. Geez, I hope this fog lasts for a while. I'll limber these guys up, put them on the road. Okay, let's see if we can move a supply unit down there as far as it goes. Okay. It's as far as he can go. Now, got 2 battalions there, okay. Send one up there. One up there. That one down there. Now this cavalry, 105, 106. Geez, how come these guys are so big now? I was looking for something like 50 guys. Jesus. 111. Okay, I'll take 92. I'll take this guy. Now I'm going to move him right here because he can see out way up to here. So he can see if anyone's going to cross over into this area. Now it's the same over here. So I want to send one of those guys over there, this guy maybe. Let's have these guys get up on the ridge and then I'll free up the road. Okay, this guy's 92 men. As far as he can move. There. So let's see. That guy can't go anymore. I'll stack these guys up. Come on. when I click on the unit, it's got to turn into a lighter color for me to do anything with it. It's like its profile over here. You'll see it's lighter. When it's dark, you can't do anything with it, but when it's light, then you can move it or reorient it or fire with it. Okay, this guy's 92. Okay, now this guy's limbered. That's good. Where do we want the horse artillery? Actually, since I assume this is a battery, since it's only 2 guns, I think I'll put the horse artillery on the front line here. This guy's unlimbered. He's way too far away to affect anything anywhere. That's a worthless position. This is infantry. Okay, this is all 1 division. Boys, that sucker spread out. Here's Prattsburg. This is cavalry. This is like the guard. It's another infantry. So this infantry division has to occupy Prattsburg. This infantry division, Pratzen Heights, and I'm going to hide the guard behind well, let's see, where should I hide the guard? Should I hide the cavalry right here? That might not be a bad idea. Yeah. How many? Oh, here's with all the leaders again. Jesus. I hate this. Oh, horse artillery battery. That will put on Pratzen Heights. Okay. This guard isn't very big. A lot of it's mounted back here. All these gold guys are cavalry. Okay. It's 180 guys in a stack. Jesus. When you charge with cavalry, it's tripled. So I'll be like 500 guys. And here's the problem. You've got really big battalions here. I'm sure the other sides are as big. So you really need a 3-to-1 to have a good result on a charge. And these guys are going to barely get 1-to-1. That's going to be a problem. So their charges aren't going to be that effective unless they charge somebody in the rear. Unless it's a desperation charge, I don't know. Even charging one guy. But I'm going to put them behind this first ridge. 3. I think I'll stack them up 4 high when they get there. Like I said, I'm glad we have the fog. I need time to reorganize everything here. God, this is unlimbered. I couldn't think of a worse place for this artillery. We're going to move that up to Pratzen Heights. Let's get on the road, the trail here, whatever it is. Okay, now here I'm going to put the cavalry in back of the first ridge. But here I'm going to put the cavalry in back of the second ridge. So I'm going to put the guard infantry up on the ridge, or right behind the ridge. These guys are going to be behind them. So I have a feeling I'll have to move this guard cavalry. I can move it up and down behind this ridge. It's probably going to be more needed to the north or south. Oh, there's Napoleon himself. Okay, so let's get the guard back here. Get all these cavalry leaders back here. Let's get these leaders out of here. Even Napoleon's going to have to go back here. Look at all these guys. Jesus. Huh. We've got the core staff is 35 men. Guess what he's going to be? He's not going to be in the background. He's going to be a scout. Because he can watch for stuff, and if he's lost, it's no big thing. It's only 35 men. So he's going to lead a life of danger before he dies. There's Bessier. Oh, now we finally have a good position for artillery. 8 guns, 2 batteries. That's pretty good. Oh, here's Napoleon and his entourage, so we get these guys out of here. Okay, I'm going to shut off these flags. They're everywhere. Boom. This guy is only 35 guys, so he's designated for forward scouting duties. So these guys are going to go up here on Pratzen Heights. Oh God, these leaders, they never end. Okay. Whoops. Lucky if they can move 3 hexes. Go back this way. Oh God, more leaders. Save me, save me. I suppose everybody just pretty much sat around until the fog lifted. Now this cavalry, I'm going to put on the heights here. Oh, they hardly let you move it. In fact, you can't even move it 1 hex. Jesus. I'm going to put them on the back side of this hill. So since this is all lower ground, he's not going to see me. But if he come, in order to see me, he's going to have to come up right next to me, in which case I'll charge him. Because none of this is, fortunately, this ground slopes away. So I'm in back of the highest piece of ground around here. So the line of sight won't let him look through this hex. If I was on this hex, he could see me, but in back of it, he can't. So this is a good place between Pratzen Heights and Prattsburg to line up this cavalry. They'll link this infantry here. Okay, what's down here? More leaders, of course. 3 guns. God, it's not much of a battery. Let me check the time again now. 53, so we got like 8 minutes. We'll see what we can do. Now this infantry division needs to go on Prattsburg Heights, I guess, for lack of a better name. And I'm going to have to see how I fill in the gaps here. Probably with cavalry. Then I notice there's a couple infantry divisions in back. I'll have to bring them up, I guess. Get these damn leaders out of here. There's 2 of them. Holy cow! There's a battalion here, 1,025 men. What a monster. That's a big boy. Nothing will stack with him. Okay, we'll start moving these guys up to Prattsburg. What the hell's this here? A farm? Oh, chapel. Oh. That'll be needed after the battle. And of course it's unlimbered. It's not the ideal place for a battery. Bring it up there. Okay. And these guys go with them. Oh. Can actually move surprisingly well through this area. So I guess this is where some cavalry will operate. We'll see how this defense works. I can't remember if Napoleon got any reinforcements. Let's check up here. Do I get any now? No. Oh, none scheduled. That means I have what I have. Okay, we'll unlimber this. Move them out of here. It's another leader. Move these guys out. Okay. Now, $40 men. You can't do anything. Oh, Fourth Corps staff. Well, boys. Oh, he's cavalry too. Excellent. It's going to be glory for you because you're going forward as an advanced spotter. No more rear duty work for you. You're going to do some man's work. Okay, this cavalry division is going to cover this route. Okay. Now I need some more troops. Where am I going to get them from? There's some. It's probably the only ones around, huh? Wow. Napoleon's army doesn't look that big, if you ask me. Because there's nothing more coming on. Geez. This is the only... Oh, wait, there's another one here. Oh, okay, 2 divisions. Let me go out to the end here. Maybe there's something else lurking around here. I should go to the J map. There's some other unit up here. What the hell is it? They're fixed. How nice. Means they can't go anywhere. These guys aren't, though. That's good. Ah, nuts. This is cavalry. Well, I suppose I can use it. This is infantry. That I can use. So let's see. We've got this link. This is going to be open up here, unfortunately. Unless what are these guys? Oh, okay. This division will go to link Pratzen with Pratzen Heights. It's a cavalry division, so it'll go back here. Then we've got this division will be on the rear side of this height. And we'll bring that, this division is going to cover any crossing here, and then we'll bring in that other cavalry division to put right here in this area. And I've got an extra infantry division. Okay, he'll go down this road. I guess I should put him about right here So depending on where he's needed, if he has to go north, if he has to go to the Pratzen Heights, or he has to go south, I'll keep this road open. He can go either way. Then I'll send the cavalry, a cavalry division right here to replace these guys. So I think I'll end the game now, and I'll have these two divisions to move and that other cavalry division next time. So I'll save it. So I'll hopefully, unless something interferes, I'll be uploading the next session each day. I hope to unload one, and it'll have a distinct flag. I've got other Napoleonic games loaded, and if you look, you'll see each one has a different flag, so you can keep track of them real easy. And this one will have a Napoleonic flag, because this was, I think, his greatest battle. And so once you find the flag, I mean, just look for Battle of Austerlitz, and you'll be able to find it. So that's it for now, and we'll have another one tomorrow.